Hi, welcome to another video of the Target Individual Experience, the Target Individual Program. So, continuation documenting my targeting in this Coercive Persuasion Program, trying to make you guys understand exactly what is being done, helping those TIs who may find themselves in this situation to be more aware of the things that are happening around them. Now, your interpretation of what is happening might be different from mine. It might be slightly different, but I assure you, the tactics, the methods, the psychological program, it's all the same. It may go by a different name. It may go by thought reform, brainwashing, coercive persuasion, behavioral modification. This is all the same. Now, here's an interesting tidbit that I want to share with you guys, particularly being that I've been so harassed by the NYPD, and this has been going on for years. Like I said, I've been in this program knowingly when I first became aware of it 16 years ago, okay? And I'm sure it was happening a couple years before that because my brother, who is a TI, has been targeted since the mid 1990s. So can assume and I can be assured that I have been psychologically manipulated and brainwashed to target him also from what he was telling me and what I was doing before I started experiencing the same thing. And I came to him and I was talking to him about it, and he was like, "Hey, that was happening to me too." And they were like threatening me if I don't shut up, if I say anything, that they were going to do the same thing to you, meaning me. Okay? So again, so it's probably I've probably been in this program probably about maybe 20 years. Okay? So anyway, I want to talk about this. Okay? So this is again on psychologicalharassment.com, and this website, documents what's happening to me to the T. Okay, so there's no way you have these psychologists when you tell them, "Hey, go on this site," and they're gonna say, "Well, I don't believe that," and blah blah blah. That's because they are part of this. Okay, again, do the research on uh, psychological experiment within the United States. You'll see psychiatric facilities, psychiatrists in those facilities and outside those facilities all participate in that. You look at medical experimentation, okay, doctors in hospitals, doctors in clinics, all participate in non-consensual medical experiment. You look at chemical experiments, pharmaceutical companies, Department of Environment Protection. They all were involved in those type of experiments. So, again, the false narratives that they try to create, the false pretense, right? False pretenses, deception to prevent exposure, torture, or false confession pretense. Okay, the psychological manipulation of the pretense or deception of wanting a false confession, the threat of wanting false or pretense of wanting false confession to prevent exposure. In other words, wanting or using the deception of wanting a false confession has the opposite or reverse effect. The victim cease all communication or cooperation. You would believe or think that torture is used to obtain the truth, but it's actually used in many cases to do the opposite. In some cases, the confession involved the psychological construction of what is called a catch 22 or degrading themes in psychiatry and law enforcement. So, subtle attacks, hidden, doubtful, uncertain, and psychological defense. Subtle attacks are usually used to destabilize a person and to get through or bypass the person's psychological defense. They can leave the victim unsure or uncertain on how to react or wondering if the subtle attack was intentional. And this is what goes on between me and Pam. So she uses very subtle attacks, and then sometimes I'm like, well, is it the microwave technology, or is she really doing this? Because I will test her. I will do certain things back, and then from her response, then I take it from there. Either I'll leave, okay, or I just shut down. All right. The use of something personal, sensitive, or private information is usually used to destabilize the victim and to make the person feel vulnerable and insecure. Degrading themes are also used in subtle attacks. Okay, and I'm going to end this there. Now, we're going to get to the video, all right? And something interesting happened today. And I'll play the
I'm
video.
just saying, these things happen.
So,
All of this happens in our room.
here I am taking the
I
kids.
don't think that inherently speaking another language.
Taking the kids to school, and I'm going to speed this up again. See if I remember what took place this morning. So as I speed this up, I may stop and go back if I notice something. Okay, so see this woman coming to the corner. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, let me go back here. So again, sorry about that. I had the video off. So leaving to take the kids to school. Let me speed that up. Okay, let's go back here. Woman approaching the intersection. She's gonna touch her nose. See that? She touches her nose with her middle finger. This guy's walking. He bows his head. Again, the same thing that they deploy every single morning, every single day.
PR. Yeah.
Okay, so they're just playing. Some dropping Ethan off. Okay, drop Ethan off. Now I'm going to drop Alyssa off to school. Now, see this church right here? As I turn the corner, you'll see a bunch of people standing by one of the entrances to this church. And as soon as I turn the corner and they see me, they're going to walk off. Again, this is Jehovah's Witness Church, right? See that? As soon as they see me, they start walking off. Let's do this again. As soon as I turn, they're all standing there, right? What's that? As soon as they see me, right? Now they're going to walk off. So when I say that the religious community are heavily involved in this sort of program, psychological program, okay, I'm absolutely correct. And if you look at religious organization, they do participate and they do have some form of coercive persuasion program. They use coercive persuasion on their members as well as those who they may see as a threat within the community. Okay? Alright, so dropping my daughter off, and I'm gonna let my own words. Okay, so oh, here's my phone. I dropped off Alyssa, and when I dropped her off and I came back down, my phone was gone. Right, my phone was in my pocket. It was gone. So I got in the car, you know, and looking for my phone. Look on the side of the seat, didn't find my phone. Okay, so I went back inside. Yeah, look at these. Yeah, no, you're mad because I just
Yeah, and
blew
that's the
you all up.
girl walking across
So anyway, this is what
the
happened. So I went back in.
she was walking across there. She just had a very mad, angry look on her face.
Inside. Yeah, look at these. Yeah, no, you're mad because I just blew you all up. So anyway, this is what happened. So I went in and um, dropped this off. My phone came back downstairs. My phone wasn't in my pocket. Okay, and opened up the car door. Like I said, I knew I put my phone in my pocket, right? So I went back inside. I had them call the phone, kept calling the phone, and came back outside again, looked in the car again. While they was calling my phone was not ringing in the car, right? So I went upstairs, I spent about 5 minutes trying to explain to them, went to the office about my phone, came back in the car, sat down, then my phone started ringing in the car, right? So this is the stuff that they do, okay? They, again, remember, it's to cause you to doubt and try to make you look insane, right? But I know, like I said, when I had them call, I came back to the car and I had them keep calling my phone.
Right. Okay. So not also that too, but with the phone, when I came back downstairs after realizing that, because when I was going inside, my phone was in my pocket. I felt it because when I had to when I went into the one of the doors, right? There was a guy standing there. He opened the door, and as I was going up the stairs, I held my phone so that it won't, fall out, just in case it fall out. So went upstairs, dropped Alyssa off, went back downstairs. As I was getting to the car, feeling for my phone, no phone, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know I. So I opened up the car door, okay, looked in the car, looked on the side of the seat, both sides of the seat, the driver's side seat, no phone. Went back inside, went upstairs to the class, asked her teacher to please call my phone. While they were calling my phone, walked to around the same path where I came in, went to the other door, got outside, went to the car, waited in the car for a little bit. Phone didn't ring again. I looked in the car again. Phone wasn't there. Went back inside, went to the administration office. I said, listen, hey, I think one of your students might have pickpocketed my phone, right? And I said because when I came in the building, my phone was in my pocket. On top of that, my keys was in my right pocket. All my keys, right? So I have three sets of keys. They're in my right pocket. I wouldn't put my phone in my right pocket. My phone was in my left pocket, right? Now, we all know that, cars, it's on the left hand side, right? So the steering wheel's on the left hand side. So if my phone was going to drop, it would drop on the side of the door. If I was getting out, it would drop on the ground where I opened the door to exit, not in between where the center console is and the driver's seat. That's the right side. Okay. So anyway, after I came out the office, went outside, and there was a young female student there, and she's yelling at the guy over by a car, and she's like, "Yeah, it's only one, right? And it's red, right? It's only one, and it's red." And I was like, "Okay, it's probably really the reason why they took my phone because they didn't want me to record the interaction of the subliminal message that they were trying to send me." So anyway, got back into the car, okay, and then as soon as I sat down, my phone rang, okay, from a non-registered number. So I have an idea who that was. This is another TI in Florida who recently started calling me, and so I didn't answer because I had to go pick up Pam because Pam calls me after she hangs up, and I told Pam I'm on my way, and I was telling her exactly what happened. So here I am on my way back to go pick up
My
Pam.
phone did not ring. Wasn't until I went upstairs again, went back down, and I went into the office, right?
Came back down, sitting in the car. Then I found my phone. Okay. Okay, so that was Pamela. So again, I was telling her again what happened, and she's like, "Ah, maybe I listen." No, no, I know what happened. Like I said, when I had them keep calling the phone, I got in the car. My phone did not ring. Okay, my phone did not ring as I sat in the car waiting.
Yep. And like I said, and my phone was in my left pocket, not my right pocket. So why would it be in between the seat right next to the center console? Okay? My phone was in my left pocket because it couldn't fit into my right pocket because I had all my keys in my right pocket.
Listen to see if the phone will ring if the phone dropped in the car.
Okay, so let me just speed this up.
Okay?
All right. So
Tactics. Okay? These are all street theater. Proven that this is a coercive persuasion program. Proven that I was being harassed by the police. If you look at the video yesterday, again, with that cop, right? He's giving somebody a ticket. He's not giving anybody a ticket. He basically started following me as I was walking off, right? And then you see the other two guys coming towards me. Again, these are all tactics, okay? These are all street theater, all right? Now they're gonna pay him now to put her phone in her pocket. Now I just spoke to her a while ago, okay? These are all street theater, all right?
no, so
Now they're
they're using her to do the phone thing too, you know. So as
coming
I
towards
approach
me.
her,
Again, these are all tactics, okay? These are all street. If you look at the video yesterday, again, with that cop, right? He's giving somebody a ticket. He's not giving anybody a ticket. He basically started following me as I was walking off, right? And then you see the other two guys coming towards me. Again, these are all tactics, okay? These are all street theater,
there she goes.
all right?
No, it's like
Now they're gonna pay him now to put her phone in her pocket. Now I just spoke to her a while ago. Okay?
okay, I didn't quite see the
These are
hand
all
thing, but
street
usually when
theater.
they do stuff like that,
All right?
they do she do the hand thing. So let me just zoom this up. I'm not sure how it's gonna show, but I'm gonna replay it
Now
again.
they're gonna pay him now to put her phone in
Okay,
her
see
pocket.
the
Now I
hand
just spoke to her
signals
a
there.
while ago.
Again, they try
Okay?
to make it
Okay?
look as
These are
natural as
all
possible,
street
right?
theater. All right? Now they're gonna pay him now to put her phone in her pocket. Now I just spoke to her a while ago. Okay? So again, they're trying to be very slick with it.
Oh my god, my back. My back. Oh my back. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my back hurts.
Yes, like I said. You know, then they put my phone back. Like I said, I sat in the car, I had Miss Clark.
Of course, she's gonna defend them, which I'm not even gonna play it, but I'm just gonna uh, speed this up. Let's see here. Turn. Sometimes I miss certain things. I just want to go back and make sure that I do explain what's taking place. Okay. Now, the red theme as I approach, she's gonna stick her finger in her ears. See that? Then she pinches her nose. Let's go back again. See me approaching. Now this light is already turned red. They're just waiting. They're waiting for me. Okay, so there she goes, pinching her nose. All right. Again, let's see. So see how the light was already changed. It turned to off. Now when they see me, sticks her finger in her ears, pinches her nose. Okay. Guy in the red, bow down. Now the guy walking, bows his head. Okay. So let's go.
The door key. The $10 for this. $10 to $20.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
got me a phone.
Okay.
But I was like, I'm still finished. I was like, where are you? It doesn't take
Okay.
long for me to now.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, here's where it get interesting.
Mhm. So you look at your phone. Mhm.
I opened my phone.
Mhm.
Ooh.
At a very peculiar moment too.
Okay, now.
So, immediately as she heard the sirens, right?
So you
Let
look
me
at your
go
phone.
back because you're gonna hear me mention it.
It doesn't
Okay,
take
hear the
long for
siren?
me to now.
Mhm.
Okay, you hear the sirens. Now, it wasn't as if he was behind me. He passed me. Then the whoop. Remember I talk about that? Okay. Now immediately as the siren goes off, she holds her phone up, looks at it, right?
Mhm. So you look at your phone. Mhm.
So I said, "Well, you looking at your phone now?"
Open my phone.
Mhm.
Ooh.
And on her phone is the Google Maps. Tracking that sort of thing. That's how they send you subliminal message that they're tracking me. Okay.
At a very peculiar moment too.
See the
Okay,
other
now.
police vehicle? Turn,
It's
right?
time for me.
Now I want you to listen to the conversation. After that, after the police just passed.
The mean with the woman. They have TLC.
Okay, here it comes.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. They have her here looking at scuba,
Mhm.
and they're like, that was.
So the woman who called the police on the black family that was having a barbecue in Oakland, California. So they create a whole bunch of memes. But all of a sudden she brings up this particular meme, right? And in this meme, this woman, she's in the water, she's draped in the American flag, okay,
Are
with
they out here chasing
TLC.
water? Poor woman.
Yeah, she wanna call police on black man having a barbecue. That's the crazy thing. And the fact that she's a doctor too. So there you go. Right?
No, she's a
That's
doctor.
to
I
tell you.
didn't know that.
Mhm. Yeah, that's to tell you.
Yeah.
So
No, no, that's
you may
Hello
not think
Night.
people.
Hello 911. Yes.
I know.
I heard a gunshot, and then they started fleeing the scene.
Yeah.
Okay, so now she brings up about gunshot and stuff like that. All these are indirect threats. The minute the police shows up, okay, then all of a sudden it's about this woman who draped in the American flag, and then another one about gunshots and blah blah blah.
Yeah. All right. Enough of them. Enough of the memes, man.
Okay, so at that point I realized what was happening, and I told her, you know what, I don't want to hear no more about no meat. So enough of that.
It's all in my timeline as
Okay.
I scroll.
I
Like,
don't. I don't.
She's like, oh, it's all in my timeline, all right.
I want to hear.
okay.
See, because they knew this. Remember, I tell you, everything is pre-planned, right? It's premeditated. Nothing is coincidence. This is not by chance. And they basically feed her the information, all right, and they're doing it through the Facebook app, with the memes and stuff like that. Because as soon as we pulled up, when the police got in front of us, and then we get to this part right here where they stop for the stoplight, then just like okay, now they're on the roll.
Profiling you.
Okay, well, I'm a
Okay.
Laurel. I'm definitely a Laurel.
Okay.
Another one of those tests
Mm.
again. Trying to identify people's personality.
No, not. It was so funny because Mike Mo yesterday, he's like, anyone who hears Yanni speak to converses with the devil, and some people got really offended by that.
Yeah, because that's what those
There,
tests
there's
are.
the
Those tests
religious
are
theme.
basically it's their psychological.
So there's this thing that's going on Facebook that if you play it, you hear either two names, right? So she starts bringing that up. Then yeah, I tell her, I said, listen, I don't play those type of games because what they're doing is they're basically profiling you, right? Profiling your psychological state, your psyche, and may even influence you also. So I said that's why I don't do those types of psychological tests, these profiling tests. I don't do it. So of course, they got to bring up the religious theme with the devil and everything.
Profiling you.
Okay,
I
well,
guess they must have wanted me to go onto Facebook and hit the play button and end up being whatever name that she says uh, uh, is associated with the devil.
a Laurel. I'm definitely a Laurel.
Okay, but she's not the other one. Okay, she's not the name. She didn't hear the name that associated with the devil. Okay, she's the other one, right? Tell you, religious people, religious believers, they're so full of shit.
That's why I don't do those tests. I don't do any type of those tests because
Well, it's not.
again that's how they. And then a matter of
You don't
fact
have to
when they
share your answer. You can keep your
yeah
answer to yourself.
once you
Well, you just played the
thing.
video. It's not a test.
But most people are gonna make the comment. See, that's what it is. Because they know this. They know most people are going to give you their answer. Again, okay.
Yeah.
So, because people don't think, right? People don't think. When people, that's why I don't. I never fill out those type of personality tests or any type of things like that. Especially those European-made tests where they say, oh, which movie star you look like, or such and such, or how your kids are gonna look. Because a lot of black women take these tests and they see that the celebrities they look like they're not black, they're white. I'm like, this is ridiculous, right? Or their children is like mixed. Their children come
Yeah.
out looking mixed, right? Again, it's a psychological thing that they're doing, okay? It's a psychological thing that they're doing, right? Because it's all European based. So now you're put into the mindset of that individual who's not white, who's non-European.
Look, Marley. You know, Marley's a famous actress for being deaf. And then she's like, yeah, it's same thing, Yanni or Laurel. Don't ask me. I can't hear shit. She is so funny. She was in
What's going on over there?
something mad. The Magicians. She was in the Magicians this past episode.
Okay, so what's the woman with the dog, right? See her?
Something mad. The
Standing
Magicians.
there.
She was in the Magicians this past episode. She
Let's
is
go
so
back to
funny.
when
Actress for being deaf. And then she's like, yeah, it's same thing, Yanni or Laurel. Don't ask me. I can't hear shit.
She looks back at me.
She is so funny. She was in
What's going on over there?
something mad. The Magicians. She was in the Magicians this past episode.
Okay, so let's go. Okay. Now they're using a lot of Caucasian people now in my targeting. So you see how it goes? It went from majority black, then Hispanics, then Asian, now Caucasian. Okay, this is ethnic targeting. You see a lot of them. Okay, now here's the interesting part right here. So see this woman standing here? Woman standing here. As I pulled up, again, watch what she's gonna do. She has a phone in her hand. She puts it in her pocket. She takes her bag. She walks off. Okay. Again, this is what you call indirect threats. This is the police. That's the reason why the police is there. They're using Pam to send indirect threats, death threats. And again, this woman here coordinated all three. Okay. Okay. As I get to the light, this woman here, she started doing these hand signals, hand behind the head. And again, the color theme, guy in the red coat. Yeah, she's looking at me, and then she's doing this. Let me, and she's doing this. Okay. Now you notice me and her wearing the same color.
I don't even understand this pose. It's like diagnosed with cerebral palsy at 6, kicked out of middle school at 12, murdered at 17, now graduating with a bachelor's in biochemistry at 23. Hashtag I made it. What? So, that is very funny.
I didn't find that funny. Did you find that funny? There's nothing funny about that. But again, this all falls into the narrative that they're trying to send, right? The death threats. Again, the color theme.
Today it was clear here.
Yeah, alright, so listen, so make sure to come home at a decent time tonight, okay? So I can appreciate
Yes, sir.
Okay, now watch. As I turn, you see the guy at the bus stop. Oh, I missed that one. So, guy crossing the street. Okay, phone's out. Again. Now watch the hand comes down and the palm. Okay, and he puts his hands up. Now, look at this guy. He has a white tissue in his hand, and he's gonna put it over his nose like he's blowing his nose. Okay? Watch this. Okay? Now, look at her. She's looking up at the sky. Okay? Again, all coordinated, premeditated psychological warfare. This is what's happening here. Like I said, I'm going to expose everything that they do. The technology being used, psychological tricks that's being used. Okay. Again, the color red theme. Again, they're doing the Chase Bank. The method, the technology being used, psychological tricks. Okay. As soon as they see me approaching, they started walking. Being used. Okay. We all know that exactly what it is that they're doing. Okay. The thing is that the government have the American Association of Psychology and Psychiatrists in their pocket. Okay, they're running these type of programs all throughout America. All right, and what does that mean for the psychiatrists and the psychologists? It means more patient, more business. Okay, so history has shown us that these people all have been in cahoots and will always be in cahoots with the United States government, running psychological programs, running psychological experimentation, running medical experimentation, running chemical experimentation. Okay, that's what history has shown us, and it's being done, still continues to be done. Okay, and me as a victim of this. Okay, it's fighting back, letting people know exactly what it is that they're doing, how it's being done. Okay, and the fact that they've merged these programs, especially the MK Ultra, Quanta Pro, they merged these programs together, along with the weaponization of mind control weapons, mind control technology, directed energy weapons, directed energy, microwave. They've weaponized these things. Okay, and I'm sure they're convincing the public, oh, this is, no harm is going to come to these people, and this is safety, right? They like to use security, safety, and security. Okay, you know why? Because those words, okay, ring bells with people. Safety and security. Well, who's safety? Who's security? Okay, it's not you and I, even the perps that are watching this. It's not for your safety. Okay, this is the manipulation is being used on you. The technology is being used on you also, but you still continue to participate in it, right? Because you're so indoctrinated with religion. Okay, you're so indoctrinated that if you just research, okay, open your mind and research, you'll see the truth. But you don't want to, because you know why? You've been indoctrinated from since you was young. Okay? So, participate in stuff like this. I think that woman that walked past is the same woman from the video yesterday. The one before I approached the lady with the dog into her van. The woman that was walking down that stopped and turned around and stuck her finger in her ears. I think this is the same woman. Yep. And look as she looks, she smiles at me. Tell you, they know exactly what they're doing. So again, you'll start to see. Do you see the use of, and then the guy with the hand signals walking by behind his head? See that? Okay. There you go. All right. just let's go past there. 'Cause I don't think anything happened there that really caught my attention. So got parking and we're back on the block. So I gotta end this video. I gotta go pick up the kids from school and I'll upload them.